Hey everyone. So this is the footage I took throughout the day on the 19th of February. Most of it was just boring while I'm driving stuff, so I muted it all. So I don't get in trouble for music, and so you don't hear the roar of the road, which sounds like a video game about racing lions. And I'm talking over this. So, yay, voiceover. Pardon the bouncing and such. There are a lot of potholes out there, and I drive a rather bouncy Mustang. Also, I was holding the camera while driving, so that doesn't encourage stable footage either. Anyways, first I had to get going, and it was 6:15 by the time I set out, and eventually I got gas. See? Topped off my tank. And then I hit the road. Just so you know, I decided to speed all this up a bit, so no, I'm not driving a Warp 3 or whatever. Also, it was a nice morning for driving. I had the sun shining on me most of the way down, but I really, really hate it when it comes through the trees. And there's a lot of trees, and it just light, 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 or light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. Almost gave me a headache, at least until I put my hand up to shield my eyes a little bit. Other than that, it was pretty nice going south for a while. Ooh, driving. Anyways, eventually I stopped for food. Yay, Cracker Barrel. Apparently, my cousin thinks that Cracker Barrel is gross, but she's never really been hungry at 8 a.m. for French toast, which she also thinks is gross. What are you going to do? So, the rest of this is just me driving. And I'll show you going through the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel on I-64 going both ways eventually, and you'll recognize it. But for now, you get to deal with me talking over the rest of this video. I wish I could say that I had some profound thoughts while driving throughout the day yesterday, but I really didn't. Well, not John and Hank Green profound style for their thoughts from places. Mostly, I just focus on driving and listening to the music of my iPod. Speaking of that, a while back, I had come up with the idea of a specific playlist for when I was in the car. That way, I wouldn't have to change music or playlist while driving. So as time went on, the music in the playlist increased from about a dozen songs that I enjoyed listening to about 5 hours worth of music, most of it high tempo and stuff like that. Essentially, the entire way down, and until I got about a third of the way home on the way back, I was still listening to the same playlist, which that's just awesome. Seriously. So my playlist includes all kinds of music, but mostly it's a fair portion of it is video game music, but it's starting to lean towards an even split of real music and video game music, if you will. I've got some pieces from Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 13, Lost Odyssey, but I also have some Bare Naked Ladies in there, and Dave Matthews, Ben Folds, but Star Trek, Star Wars. So I've got movie soundtracks and things like that. As I was listening to my on my return trip to the tail end of my playlist, which I've got it sorted for length, so shorter songs at the beginning and longer songs are at the end, I started thinking about what I would say when I tried to do this voiceover. And I couldn't really come up with much of anything, so I just focused on driving. Some things did occur to me, though. One is that I hate just driving around with nowhere to go. I have to have a destination, and then I go straight there with little to no detours. Yay, Cracker Barrel. So 4 hour trips were, well, 4 hours on the outside. It was more like 3.5. But they don't, I guess I'm not necessarily built for them. But another is that I love the water. And you can see some of that in the footage. I love the sight. I love the sound. I love the smell of it, of the ocean. But I don't necessarily have to go out and touch it, you know? Not a big swimmer. That, and I don't see the point of getting sand in your shorts and shoes and stuff. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, for this particular portion here, note the bounciness in places. Apparently, Virginia loves potholes. So I hit like a chain of potholes going to the tunnel. And then there were a lot of bumps in the tunnel, as you can tell from the bounciness here. Seriously, bouncy. Well, that and I drive a Mustang, so bouncy. Ooh, tunnel. Never ending. Oh, curves up. I didn't see any ships, so There you go. Oh, and lastly, and I think that this is very profound, so brace yourselves for profound thought number three. Number three? Yes, number three. Brace yourself. I think I need to get a haircut and I need to trim my beard sometime soon. I'm starting to look a little too scruffy looking. You know? I mean, it's not bad. I like looking scruffy looking, unlike Han Solo. But, too much so. Yeah. Anyways, until next time, take it easy.